he was going to offer you guys a ship and to go on adventures with him because in the pirating world, being an adventuring pirate is kind of seen as like status. It's like kind of like cool, like if you're in the military but you've never been deployed, you're kind of like not very cool. But like if you've been to war, like you're held in this like regard. So like in the pirating world, going on adventure is something that is to be like sought after and is like put you in a high kind of like a status. Like if you like, go on an adventure, succeed, and you like are able to tell like all these unsalted pirates, the stories of your adventures.
What you do?
So yeah, that's kind of his like.
That's option
that's
one.
his gift to you, and else the other option is to, continue what you guys are doing in Redwall and bringing down the man and whatnot.
It's basically we do the sea thing or not, and if we choose not, we can still just do whatever else we were going to do.
Correct.
Right.
It's not like they're restricted options.
And my character had made the comment that if Redwall was fucked anyway, we might as well go out and make a name for ourselves so that we have an alternative option to fall back on. Plus, we could make money, and if Redwall was still standing by the time we came back, then we would have more influence to be able to do whatever we want. And I remember Corey specifically was going in the other direction of like, no, I want to stay here and watch Redwall burn.
Yeah, I'm worried to make sure that it burns.
Yeah, make sure that I'm worried that if we leave, somebody will come along and stop the burning.
Yeah, kind of on the basis that we might be part of the parties responsible for the burning. So if we
leave, at least we're at least keeping the hero's attention from focusing on the burning.
Right, and then that's the part that makes me want to go on the sea adventures because I feel like there's too much attention that's drawn our way, and if we can like just peace out for a little while, nobody sees us, nobody hears from us, nobody can easily track us down via magic within the city. Then when we come back, it'll be a little bit easier for us to move around.
You know what's another good idea about a seafaring adventure? Peridot left, and we might actually be able to like search and find that motherfucker.
Because she came to this port, and then she went somewhere, probably on a ship.
So like, if we're
a magical portal to another dimension,
we don't know that.
Probably a ship. Probably a ship.
Billy, what's Nash's opinion on this whole thing?
I'm a little bit leaning towards the seafaring thing just because being a goblin in Redwall is not generally the best thing in the world. Like I usually have to go around in disguise or, use one of my limited amounts of daily transformations to turn into a mouse or something to hide in a pocket to get somewhere, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it would be freeing, it'd be like trying on boxers instead of briefs for the first time for me,
And Billy, you know what else is cool about it?
Back for the Redwall thing.
Oh, come on! Listen, I feel like this is also a golden opportunity for me to shank Peridot and earn the friendship of this annoying halfling.
Billy, you know
the other going to say shank the annoying halfling.
Oh, yeah. Well, that'll happen later.
The other cool thing about your idea, Billy, is that if we went on a seafaring adventure, you could actually attain your goal of being a dolphin with a gorilla arm.
Oh,
that's true. That's true. I can do that pretty quickly. I can do that now. Yeah, well, I want to turn into everything with a gorilla arm. So.
But you could actually use it. You couldn't just do it. You could also put it to use.
Oh, true. A dolphin that punches things.
Yes. Who doesn't want to be punched in the face by a dolphin?
I'd love to have that happen to me right now.
I mean, if you got a gorilla arm, you could even wield a weapon, right? I mean, who's had a dolphin stab him in the face?
That's true.
Almost nobody.
That's true. I mean, I feel like you guys are preaching to the choir.
All right. So on the whole gold discussion, did DPR? So we know DPR would tell us about the tale of the.
So you guys were melting down or transforming the gold, and those coins did not transform. So it is up to you guys to deal with that. How you want to deal with it.
Right. So if we go to him and we're like, "Hey, D-Dubs, some of your gold is magical, and it's all got this letters on it and stuff," then he'll probably know and tell us what's up.
I say we actually have to establish a time. We have to actually establish a timeline here because we learned last session what that was, but it was more of a flash forward for when we get to the city that we learned.
And that was just kind of to speed along the discussion.
So we but because John is pretty much the only one that is the holdout of we don't want to do this because like Corey wants to spread this cursed gold about the city. I think it sounds funny. So like I'm not opposed to it.
I'm not all about that unless it was like part of a plan. I mean, if we were doing something in particular with it, like killing
think we
random
should-
members of the populace, that doesn't.
I think we should give it to Norgold and tell him to spend it how he wants.
Yeah.
If we were going to do something with it, I'd be more interested in like trying to make sure that it was part of a payment to the government or something, so that we were again accomplishing something specific with it. So random people in the streets, I've got a little less.
Yeah, we don't want to give it to more bums on the street because then like we don't want the lowly people to get punished for it.
I'm not particular about who gets punished, but I'm fine with giving it to the government too. I think that sounds like an excellent idea. I don't know how we would accomplish that, but
Easy.
Right,
we
right.
take it to Joe's contact
Oh yeah.
and use it as a bribe to get him to do something for us. And then he'll spend it with him to do whatever.
Well, but we don't want him to die. We want to make sure that it gets to the government.
Oh, right.
the only problem with getting it to the government is that the government might just like put it in a vault and never notice that it's undead spawning. Or if they do notice, they might just like, we're gonna lock that up and never look at it again.
Let's give it as tithings to the church. Specifically the church that the Goblin Slayer goes to.
Yes. Oh man, I like that idea a lot.
It's good.
Oh yes, I definitely like that a lot.
Because they're going to spend that. And we get to actually make sure that we give it to a cause that will be punished.
Yes.
So then we just have the issue of, are we going to tell DPR about it? Because otherwise DPR is going to be like, so you didn't exactly get me, the full value of my gold here.
Well, yeah, how much gold is there, JJ, that's like that?
I think he said it was
It's
like 15% or something
It
like
was
that.
20%,
20% of how much?
100,000. So you have 20,000 roughly pieces of that.
We're gonna have to tell him. There's
roughly,
no way we can
roughly
make up
80,000 Dornish
Yeah.
gold.
We can't just pawn off 20,000 gold of some very specific.
we're gonna have to tell him and let him make the decision on what to do it.
Right.
But
So
anyway.
we might as
But
well
we-
go ahead and tell
Well,
him
we could-
that there's a problem with some of the gold, that we can't convert it easily, unless we're going to go find out about it first.
Well, we
Yeah.
could also push to him too. Like when it comes to him, be like, this is what we found out. But bottom line is that like you put us in charge of doing this. This is what we want to do with it. Like, we're gonna do the best that we can and make the most use of it. But there's just no way to be able to get you a good return on it. It's
Yeah,
cursed. There's
I
really not
like
anything
that
you
idea.
can do with it either.
Yeah, I think because we can also DPR will not be opposed to us taking out enemies of us.
Right.
I don't know if he'll want
Well-
to spend 20,000 gold on it, but if he doesn't have a better way to get money for the 20,000 gold, like the only other way to get that converted would be to use our fences, right?
Well, the problem is we also, just because John's not here, we shouldn't not consider like what he wants. Like his character doesn't want it distributed within the city, and because he actually doesn't dislike Bengalian, because he like healed Joe and things like that, like he may actually be opposed to us actually distributing the gold within that church too.
Yeah, he probably would be pretty firmly against that, actually.
So we need to at least consider that, because even though John's not here to lend that voice, I think he probably would
Yeah, I
like
forgot to use
actively
those.
oppose it.
Well, so here's the thing. In character, we don't. Let's say we just had the explosion. We're just like, oh, this gold's magical. Oh, all the magical ones are the same. It's roughly 20%. We don't yet know what it does. So we either need to decide that we're going to go ahead and talk to DPR about it before we know what it does, or we need to decide that we're going to go to the city and try to handle this ourselves.
I mean, I think that regardless, we're going to have to tell him that our original plan of just like taking the gold and exchanging it isn't going to work.
That's what I
So
mean. I mean, we can tell him, or we can try to keep it secret, but we need to
Yeah.
decide that first before we know what the gold really is.
My character would be more inclined to be like, let's not say anything, because not knowing anything about it, like it could be something that could benefit us.
On the other hand,
But on the
if-
other hand, like it is 20% of the damn gold. Like if we can't make up that cost, then
He
We gotta be
also,
prepared.
it would also be hard for us to like hide the fact that 20% of it didn't get converted, and B, like Durka would be paranoid that he was giving it to us as some sort of test. Like he has magic users with him. It would be totally plausible that he already knows that parts of it are magic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick, guys. Be right back.
I think we should talk to him about it. I mean,
I tend to agree.
Nash, any objections?
Nope.
All right. So let's assume that we then, after discussing it, we decide we need to go talk to DPR about the consequences of what this is.
Right.
And he tells us of this legend of this thing. Right, JJ?
Yes.
So now everyone, including DPR, is aware we probably have Ponce de Leon's gold.
Right. So he would tell you about it. And he is going to like leave it up to you guys to determine what you all like see fit. You know, the best way to get rid of it, the best, decide what the best thing to do with it is. So he realizes that for the gold you're only going to get 80,000, and he's just like, do it the best you can with this gold, but we can't hang on to it because it's clearly just gonna fuck us in the end.
So, interestingly, he probably is totally psyched about the fact that we're getting at least 80% of the value of the gold that he plundered, considering he was probably suspecting that we were going to have to get a much lower portion of that going through fences.
Potentially, yeah.
So, Martin, we told DPR about the 20% of it was magical, and that it would all look the same, and he told us the legend of Ponce de Leon's gold, and he basically said that, okay, well, that 20% is a wash then, do the best you can, but, if you can't get much for it, then I understand, because we can't hold on to it.
Oh, sweet. Let's throw it. Let's definitely give it away then.
He did say do the best you can.
Yeah, that's doing the best we can. Not necessarily. I mean, we're not agreeing to do the best we can to get the most money. We're just doing the best we can with what we have, and the best we can is using that gold to be able to wreak chaos in the streets of Redwall.
You may interpret it that way, but he's lawful, and he will probably interpret it as he's expecting us to try to get something for it.
He can interpret it any way he wants. I say the words I say, and that's the way that's the way
Yeah,
they
but
are.
I don't want to feel the consequences for your interpretation.
Yeah, so I think in general, then the only problem we have is that John, who's not here, definitely would object to us taking it into Redwall in any fashion.
I don't think he would object to taking it into Redwall in any fashion, but like
But
throwing it into the streets, he would definitely object to.
Would he object to us? And we think he probably would object to us giving it to the Church of the Spear, right? Order of the Spear.
He may not object to that. Like, if you got it, he would have probably object to it if you just like were going to give it into the offering plate. But like, he definitely wouldn't object if like you were going to give it to them and tell them about it.
Oh fuck no, that's not fun.
He would probably object, but he probably wouldn't like physically try and stop you at that point. But if you tried to like throw it into the streets or like give it to kids, he would like physically try and stop you.
True.
I gotta settle out. I'll be right back.
Well, then I vote that we go give it to the church and go on our seafaring way. Any objections? The ayes have it.
I think the problem is not having John here.
So yeah, I'm making the decision. So, he would, he would oppose you guys giving it to the church, but he would make his opposition known. But if you guys gave it to the church, he would not stop you.
If he wouldn't voice like a huge opposition against it, then I would go forward with it.
Well, he would definitely voice an opposition. but he wouldn't like have a physical response to stop you.
Okay, yeah, that's different than what he said before. Because when we were talking about giving it apart in the city, he said he would get physical over it. So
Yes. No, I talked to him, and he said he would get physical if people were trying to like give it into the streets, but
Because he basically, his goal is he doesn't want it to end up in some innocent person's hand. Is the idea, right?
yeah.
well, I don't know. I'm trying to think it from his character's perspective. I don't know that giving it to the church is actually going to change that outlook.
But the church isn't. The church doesn't. I mean, the Order of the Spear is not like a charitable organization that gives money to people.
We don't know that.
Like
Well, I guess maybe that's true. I assumed that that's true, JJ. Maybe that's not what we know about.
so they
them. I assumed
clearly
they-
have like people who are like fighters and people who are intelligent and wizards and all this stuff. So he believes that if anybody he would believe that if someone were able to handle it and like uncurse it or to be able to know what to do with it, it would probably be some organization like that.
Oh, sweet.
So, like, out of character, which this is none of you all can use for meta, like, John's character would probably somehow find a way to tell the people after you guys had given it to them that it was cursed.
It's so funny you say that because
that's-
I was literally just looking at my spell list to find a way to take some of it and give it away in the streets anyway without John knowing.
Well, and that to me, like, it's a good thing that that's not knowledge that our characters should have, because that's Peridot level shit to me. Like, but we're gonna go along with a plan, and then we're gonna tell on you.
Yup.
That's right.
I'm
well,
not okay with
sometimes,
that.
sometimes it's easier to go along with the plan and just warn people than it is
but
to,
I-
like, stop people.
But I'm chaotic evil. I'm never gonna be like, and basically like, no.
Well,
No.
of course. Well, but that's because you guys play different characters. So,
We've already been burned by somebody that was with us and not with us before. The moment that I find out somebody else in our group is working with us and not working with us, I'm murdering before they have a chance to get away.
fair enough.
Guys, I secretly have been working with the cops.
I've
I
been
will-
working for Walmart all along.
Say-
We know, Cartman.
You probably shouldn't say that, Billy. I think Joe's character is looking for a reason to.
It's true.
I mean, he can come at me. It's all good. We can do battle. Oh man, actually, I don't know if I can turn into a bear yet. If we rested, maybe we should do battle tomorrow.
You can turn into a bear. It's the evening after you ran out of bears.
Nice, Joe. You're a scallywag. I feel very free
Wait.
telling you that.
Right?
Yeah. And
I
hobbits are stupid.
Hey,
They're the foulest of small creatures.
Hey!
hey, whoa. Hold on a second.
Just awful. Living in those holes.
Coming
Come
from a goblin.
Oh.
So,
I don't have to
So-
stand for this.
I'm a halfling too. Damn it!
Yeah.
Yeah, but Martin, you're one of the good ones. Oh.
Oh, the burn.
I get to be racist.
You
I guess-
take that back. I am not one of the good ones.
All right, so
so presumably there's going to be some shenanigans when we go into the city. We're going to give this gold, and there's going to be some shenanigans where John secretly tells some people in the order what's going on, and at least I should secretly take some of the gold out of the cash and give it out to the random people anyway.
Oh my god! So one of us are gonna get murdered.
all right, so go ahead.
Oh,
So-
I'll be right back.
Well, actually, are you guys so you guys are deciding to go ahead and sell the gold before we do anything mechanically? You guys
The regular
are
gold is just being sold to like a bank.
pretty much right, because it is just at this point just gold.
Yeah, we're gonna find a bank that has like one of those like sign spinners outside. It's like, we buy gold, best prices here.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can go ahead and speed up to that spot because you guys should be able to make it back to Redwall without incident. And you guys, have a pretty good way to get in. You guys know your way about. You have like good gold. You're trying to like sell it, so it's not. You're trying to transfer it, so it's not like a big issue. So Durka, go ahead. So I guess it's time to actually make some mechanical stuff. So how are you going to try and steal some of the gold such that Rhombus's character doesn't know and you are able to like give it away?
So my intent would be to do it before we got to the city, like on the way to the city
Okay.
while we were traveling, or perhaps before we even left, to basically just sneak and take some of the gold out of the cash so that I have it independent of the stash that we donate.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like before we get to the point where we're handing over a chest, there's already some amount that is in my personal possession that I can distribute at my will.
Okay.
/ drop in the street as a trail of breadcrumbs behind me.
Okay, so initially, like, seizing some of the gold and taking it. Well, actually, so
I have invisibility and things like that at my disposal if need be, but I was
yes,
assuming that there would be a point where the
you
gold
knew
was
the
unattended
gold
as
was
well.
magical, and there wasn't this like interesting chaos mechanism to it that Durka knew about. After you guys had talked to DPR, you found out that the gold had this summoned skeletons and caused this chaos. So Ramas heard about this at the same time. So it wasn't like you were trying to
Sure, right. Yeah.
shape the gold and then like you shoved a bunch in your pocket. This is after everybody knows what's
This
going
is
on.
after everybody. Yeah, this is like after we decided to go back to the city. Like we're
Right.
assuming we're resting before we leave, sometime during the night, or sometime while we're packing horses, or something
Right.
like that.
So yeah, you're gonna have to do. It's not gonna be like hard, but you're gonna have to. You can't just like walk up and grab a handful. So you'll have to do something.
I will, at the very least, I will turn invisible. Is it being guarded, or is it just in
It
the
is.
safe?
It's in the safe, which is guarded. But
Well, so one thing I was going to do anyway was before this day was up, I was going to cast the glyph of warding on the door to the safe,
okay.
so I can use that as an excuse to be down there working by myself for a while.
Okay.
And if there's guards down there, I might need to turn invisible or something to take it. But if there's not, then I'll just take it.
There's
back.
usually not guards posted on the door itself. They're usually posted on the entrance to the underneath. So there's like the up in the inn. There is the entrance that leads down, and that is generally where the guards are posted. So you could be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go in and work with the glyph of warding, the magic stuff," and they'd be like, "Okay,
Right.
yeah, no problem. We know who you are."
Yeah, so that's my plan: is to cast the glyph of warding.
Okay,
down
yeah.
there.
So you should be able to get in there and grab as much of it as you wanted.
I am going to cast the glyph of warding too on the door.
Okay. All right. So how much of it are you taking?
There's like 20,000. I'm probably going to try and take. That's an unnoticeable amount, like 5% maybe. 20,000 is a lot of pieces. 5% would be 100. No,
500.
500. No. Math.
5% is a 20th. So you said there's
20,000.
20,000.
Yeah,
So
it would be 1,000.
1,000.
Okay, so yeah, I'll take 1,000 gold,
Okay.
or 5 handfuls, whatever.
Right.
1,000 is not noticeable from the perspective of there's 20,000, but that probably is noticeable from the perspective of, hey, that gnome has like a lot in her pockets suddenly as she's walking
Sure.
back out. That's clinking.
Pro tip: Durka normally carries about 1,000 gold on her.
Okay,
So
that's a lot of gold.
it is. It only weighs 26 pounds.
That's still a bit. That's more than you can put in a
That's
pocket.
carrying a 25-pound like.
It's
Wait.
Oh yeah, in my backpack
Lot.
I I got some gold, y'all, in my backpack.
All right. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely not just in your
Wait,
pocket
wait, wait.
gold. This is like in a
Durka
bag.
carries around 1,000 gold normally.
Yeah.
I'm killing her.
If you want some gold, bro, I can give you some gold. You don't have to kill me for it.
Don't take the fun out of it.
Okay. So
Actually, no, even better. Durka will totally put like 500 of her own gold in there, and if it makes it like less noticeable.
Oh,
it
wow.
would make it less notable. Definitely make it less noticeable.
All right, sweet.
All right. So the next day, Ramus has a far chance in hell to notice that anything is up with the pile of gold when you guys are deciding to take it to Redwall. But he does have a chance. Okay, so he does not notice anything wrong with the pile of gold.
All right. So then my intent is when we're in the city to spend the gold at wherever necessary and or just drop it someplace unnoticed if necessary.
Okay.
If we have the opportunity to spend 1,000 gold, I will. If not, I will get rid of it in a way that it will make sure that the most people find it. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
so you'd be able to. Everybody makes it to Redwall.
Go buy some
You know,
scrolls, Durka.
That's easy. You guys are able to find a bank that says, "Hey, we exchange gold." You guys are able to find the exact exchange for like a 2% transaction fee. So you guys end up with 98% of 80,000 gold.
Are you asking me a question?
You also, so then you guys can give the rest of the gold to the church. So that's fairly easy. Durka, at this point, you can go somewhere. You can like break off. You can drop the gold.
Yeah, so Durka will doesn't even have to lie to say that she does not want to go into the Order of the Stick homeworld, if at all possible. Like, presumably Nash is not going anywhere near that place. Durka has no desire to go there either.
Okay.
I assume that John will be more than willing, or Ramus will be more than willing to volunteer to take that gold in.
Yes, he definitely would be.
Right. Durka has no desire to go there, so yeah.
Okay, would anyone like to go with either party?
Martin, which way are you? How are you with Order of the Spear?
I mean, I was.
You were big on before they did anything, right? Before we fought them.
Yeah, I was in darkness and then disguise, so they don't even know what I look like.
Right.
So I wouldn't. I mean, if somebody else is going, I wouldn't be opposed to going.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Ramus will go for sure,
but he's wanting. I don't want to go for the same reason he wants to go though, because I don't want to warn them that it's coming.
No, he's not telling you that though.
Yeah, don't use that.
We're just talking like as a party. We're just saying like we want to donate this thing. Who's going to go do the donation? Like, and
Ramus volunteers.
Damn it! I mean, I would probably go with Tiny.
Okay.
It's not going to end well, but I'll go with him.
All right, so
that's true. You guys are buddies.
Yeah.
All right, so you go with Tiny. Tiny gives the gold and the offering. He's there. He's like chilling out, and while he's there, it's kind of like a religion. So he is gonna ask, to make a confession while he's there, to try to receive a blessing from, the gods that he worships for his future journeys.
There are none, but okay.
Okay, so he goes in, has a little confession.
I like that.
Comes out, and he's like, "Okay, Ramus, ready to go."
Okay.
Okay. So Durka, what are you doing with your 1,000 gold? How you getting rid of it?
So for my own reference, what we're the stone people are in the district with like the Order of the Spear, sorry, are in the district with the military.
No, they are in like Feathers.
Oh, right.
District
Feathers is
5.
like where the rich people sleep, right?
Yeah.
So are there businesses in Feathers as well? Like,
there are. I mean, it's not like industrial, but there are definitely like luxury businesses. So a lot of restaurants, spas, some boutiques, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But not like a Walmart,
right.
and not like any industry. There's not like a blacksmith. There's like a guy who sells stuff that's been made in a blacksmith. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So my intention would be to be like kind of a 50-50 divide of getting something for my money to try to get my 500 back, which may or may not work, and then taking the other 500 and basically turning invisible, running through alleys, dropping it in various like places where random people can find it.
Okay.
So the 500, I would like try to buy some innocuous things like flowers for flowers, or like maybe a small trinket of jewelry for Elsa, Queen of Ice, and I don't know what Nash likes. Bear blood in a bottle or something like that. Dirk is
That's
really
nice,
bad about
yeah.
gift giving.
Okay.
Dirk's
So
really bad about gift giving too, so she would buy really stupid things for all of you.
okay. So you go and try to like spin the gold. Well, I guess. All right. So you're not an idiot. You're smart. So you would know that these coins look different. Like,
Oh, that's right. They do look-
these coins look like that, and normal, red wall coins, look kind of something like that. So
Right. So then, yeah, there's no point in trying to spend these then. So I will basically just drop them all in alleyways then. That is my
Okay.
intent.
all right. So you
Nice
just drop them.
graphic, by the way.
You just drop them in alleyways.
I turn invisible. I run through alleyways, dropping them in various places where they will not be hard to find.
Okay. Yep. You successfully do that. No one notices. You notice that you're exiting an alleyway, and like some hobos are like, gold coins, oh my gosh. And they like run in there and they're like punching each other, trying to like grab like the gold coins and stuff.
Excellent. So after I've distributed them all, well, yeah, that's fine. That's all.
Okay. So you guys are able, you all meet back up. Everything seems like it's gone smoothly. You guys have your 98% of 80,000, which is, 78.5, close enough.
Not bad. Maybe we only got like 76. Wink, wink, nod, nod. I'm not a good liar though, so somebody else will have to tell that lie to DPR.
All right, so you guys get back with your monies. You guys decide that, I guess, does anybody want to stay in Redwall? Do you want to do anything in Redwall? You'll have the opportunity to do something, check on anything.
Do we have anything we need to wrap up, or should we just GTFO before somebody knows we're back?
Yeah, I'm ready to bounce.
I don't think you have any outstanding side quests.
We have a lot of outstanding side quests. Let's not be silly.
none that are like time sensitive and require your immediate response in Redwall, I believe.
So I'll ask Ramus and Martin, what is your character's actual name? I keep thinking Elsa in my head.
Lorcan.
Lorcan. I'll ask Ramus and Lorcan how the donation went. Were the Order of the Spear people nice?
I don't know. Like we went in and like threw a bunch of money in a plate, and then Ramos went and talked to his like ghost in the sky, and then we left.
They much appreciate tithing that we give to help poor.
To help the poor. Wait. That wasn't what I gave it for.
Well, that's what they assume they're going to use it for until undead come and attack them.
And then they all die. Ha ha! All right, I'm ready to leave so that we don't get caught. Let's go seafaring.
Okay.
Okay with that.
All right. So you guys make it back to the pirate bay.
But before we go, is my armored dress ready?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Okay. Then I will pay the rest of the money for that and pick that up.
Okay.
Excellent.
Excellent. You now look amazing and have armor.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys are able to make it back to the
Oh,
pirate
just
bay.
in case it matters, while we were walking through Redwall, I still have the zombie with me. I know you said that was a little uncouth, but it wouldn't
Yes,
be-
it definitely would be uncouth. It would be.
And
It would be. I mean, it would stand out like a sore thumb. People would look at you. People would kind of like gasp, especially in Feather. People would walk on the other side of the street, but police wouldn't. If you stayed around and you like started bugging people, police would definitely come up to you and be like, you know, what the frick are you doing? But if you're just like walking with a purpose and you're getting out of there, police wouldn't be bothering you. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yeah. And so while I'm running around invisible, Nash, would you have a problem if I told the zombie to follow you?
Nope.
Awesome.
Okay. So you guys, on your trip back to the Pirate Bay, you notice, per the usual, that things outside of Redwall are, you know, they're definitely getting very bad. It almost is like, it looks even more so like Redwall is this like bubble, and like the waves are like crashing up on this bubble. Like there's like a darkness that is like, you guys, it's outside. And it's almost like it's starting to become night as you guys are like on your trip to the Pirate Bay. So and it's like
Even though it's midday.
yeah, and it's like, you know, like it's almost like there's a bubble around Redwall, and like the waves of darkness are like crashing on.
I'm glad we got out of that hellhole.
Hopefully we'll come back and there won't be anything left.
Righteous. So can we just like go faster and get out of there with expediency?
I'm all about that.
All right.
Okay, so you guys make it back to the Pirate Bay. Dread Pirate Roberts, he is still messed up. Like he is still in recovery. Even with magical healing, he got messed up pretty bad. So he is taking time to recover. He tells you that in his fleet he has, you know, several ships. He is going to give you all command of one of his ships that you guys can use to go on seafaring adventures. He has, you know, several places he could send you. If you guys had, at some chance, had some like magical treasure map, like he could probably help you figure out where that leads.
We have one of those, don't we?
Yep. We do, in fact, have a magical treasure map, or at least a treasure map. Can't remember if it's magical.
Or at least a magical piece of paper that has an X on it.
Yes, we have. Let's see, where does it say the things? We've got the magical letter that we could never translate, and we also have a treasure map separately.
Yes. Okay. So, you know, he asks you, you know, I mean, clearly I'm giving you guys the opportunity to do with, you know, what you guys want. I am here to help you. I owe you guys my life, so I am giving you the opportunity to, you know, have the adventure and, you know, to be, you know, all the pirate that you can be, and all the
In the army.
yeah, exactly.
I apologize. I'm going to be in and out for a little bit, guys.
No problem. So he asks you guys, you know, what do you want? So I guess you guys do have the actual treasure map. So if you guys want to take that route, he could help decipher that and give you hints on that.
I'll tell him we're specifically looking for someone that betrayed us before as well. So there's a good place to find people in the world. I wouldn't mind going there.
Let him think on that for a few minutes. So, he says, you ask this, but I do not know of a place where people tend to go. But I have heard a legend of a library that contains knowledge untold.
Interesting. Like knowledge that people may or may not have actually written down. It might just contain knowledge.
It does contain knowledge.
Interesting.
Give me 1 second. Hey, Martin.
Yeah.
Can everyone mute me and Martin?
Yep.
Mute.
I think that just means that Corey and I are hanging out. Hey, Corey.
Hey, Martin. All right. If you didn't notice, this I tried to tie in your library of knowledge.
Okay.
Because they were trying to find a way to get to Peridot, and they clearly don't know of any information or how to get to them. And then I remember you talking about your place that has knowledge. Do you have any insights on that, or without spoiling anything to me?
I can tell you, but like it is spoilers, but it's like it may not be a direction you want to go. So the library that's in mine is basically everything is very primitive. So the way that it's all recorded is on stone. And so like to find something that has like a lot of information is going to be a very large piece of stone. Like you couldn't like leave with the information because it takes up that much.
Okay.
And so like it's just this massive like graveyard of like knowledge that has pretty much, if you wanted to spend a lot of time there to be able to find something, you could. But because like, you know, a novel would take up like a building worth of stone, it might take you a while to be able to go through and find it all.
Okay, mute me for a second, Joe.
What about him?
Mute me for a second. Me and Martin.
Oh, JJ and Martin.
Okay, okay, makes sense. And spoilers. My character is not going to use this meta, but is that like a library? Like, do you have like a definite place, or could that place kind of?
Yeah, it's near like the central plateau of the new land that they're on, which is a pretty dangerous place and has a lot of like creatures around there, one of which is like a dragon guardian.
Okay, so this is definitely years in the future, so that kind of could change. So I can do that my own, but would it be like an island or something that people could potentially find?
Yeah, it's bigger than an island because I mean it's on that main landmass that you guys have like discovered, but it's towards the center of it. So
Okay.
like if like North America were the equivalent of it, it would be like around like the like Dakotas or Nebraska.
Okay, well maybe some geological events have made it a smaller island.
Sure.
Okay, because it is several years in the future. All right, so I'm just going to use that so that we can tie these in.
Okay.
And then that's probably how they're going. Okay, so I guess the next question, that's the next quick discussion is, do we want to actually have them be able to find information about how to find Peridot and go into your world, or is that something that we don't want to deal with?
I'm completely okay with that. The main thing to understand about my world is that the continent that you guys are all on that is kind of the like almost like a font of information.
Mhm.
Like most things that exist, like say in our world today, like Harry Potter, Dresden, the Dark Tower, Lord of the Rings, all the stuff that we've used in our games before. The reason why they like tie into everything is that like this world is kind of like the like almost like the muse of the cosmos. Like everything is like inspiration is drawn from this place, and anything
okay.
that is created in another world manifests within this world.
Okay.
So you could totally use all of that because it's going to be at a different time and different things that can happen, but they could access untold different dimensions they could go to by going there.
All right. Well, I'm probably going to limit them a little bit, just so that if that's the knowledge they're seeking, that they are gonna. Because I don't want to like them just show up and be like, oh, we have all this knowledge and we can find everything we ever wanted, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How would I do that?
I mean, it would still be pretty limiting. Just the library by itself would be limiting because like it's like we can find anything we ever wanted. Sure, how long is it going to take to find that knowledge? Years. Like you're gonna have to you're gonna have to go
So
through
yeah,
this.
we will have something. I'll have something that like you're kind of drawn to the knowledge that brought you there.
Well, you could have a guardian. Like there could be something there that's like we seek this, and oh, I might know where something like that is if you could make it worth
yes.
my while or something like that.
Something that's like clearly like undefeatable. Like you can't just like kill it and run in there.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. That's a really good idea. All right. Sweet.
Really just wanted to stay in her mouth, but if it's in her mouth, she'll grab it and pull it out. All right, there they are. I'm gonna duck away again for a moment.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Joe comes back just long enough to miss the entire.
Yeah.
All right. No problem. Okay. So
Oh man.
the Dread Pirate Roberts, he's like,
Yeah. So this week's been crazy. I was like, totally just thought it was Tuesday. So
I don't know if Billy can hear me.
I'm glad for it to be Wednesday.
Billy,
definitely
did you
can.
hear that we're coming back?
No.
Yes.
What, like in an overall sort of way?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, so like
We'll bring it-
details, like what? And what?
We'll
Like
bring
more.
it back, Billy. Did you unmute me yet, Billy?
Sorry. Hello.
Did you unmute me?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
No, Billy, I was talking about we're supposed to come back to the game.
Unmute me.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Kentucky. I got punked. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Let me get this real quick. Okay. Hi guys.
All right.
Hi.
There we go.
Could you could hear me, couldn't you?
Yeah, we
Yeah, we could hear you talking, and we were trying to.
could.
My
that
buffoonery.
conversation was a little confused because you were only hearing half of it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So DPR is going to tell you that he cannot tell you where that knowledge is because he does not know that. But something, if your friend mysteriously vanished, that would take some quite knowledge seeking. And there is a legend of an island, a dangerous island of a huge landmass that has. The story is that it has a library of, infinite knowledge, and if the knowledge that you seek is how to find this person, that it is definitely in there.
Sweet. Let's
Who are we
go
looking
there.
for?
I like the idea of infinite knowledge.
You like the idea of infinite knowledge. I love the idea of infinite knowledge.
Well,
I'm already close to infinite knowledge, but actually having literal infinite knowledge, that'd be good.
Right. Okay.
So
So,
this-
does he? If we show him, if we said we had a treasure map, he would help us decipher what the pieces of the treasure map were.
So you see the treasure map, and he's like, I don't know what this treasure actually leads. Like he pulls something out, and he like unrolls it so that you guys clearly can't see it, and he's like, you can tell he's like poking around at like a couple different X's and that like have information. He's like, I don't see an X on. He like closes it back up before anybody can see it. I do not see or have information of what that X is.
Just remember, I
but-
have an 11 passive insight, JJ.
Yeah, no, he definitely doesn't know.
Yeah.
He's being honest. But he does, if you are definitely seeking this one peridot, how to find that person and where they are would definitely be in this knowledge, this font of knowledge, this library of knowledge. It is on this, the legend is that it is located in the center of this island, here, and he shows a map that's like fairly far away. We generally stay well away from it because generally pirates, we don't care so much about knowledge. It's all about the gold and treasure for
booty.
us. So, and it's not worth it. Many a sailor have been stranded on that land who have died very tragic deaths. Only stories of horror and
Wait, stories of
mayhem.
horrors? What?
Stories of horror and mayhem have come from that land.
Is this the land where our map goes, or something else?
This is the land of infinite knowledge,
Oh,
including the knowledge of how to find Peridot.
We should call this land. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
I think we should call it your grave.
I'm fine with going to the land of infinite knowledge if it means we get to track down and kill Peridot.
Yep. Worth the risk.
I
Okay.
too think that we should kill my character.
So yeah, it is definitely like an island on the map, and even on your map that had the treasure map, it oh fuck, I accidentally closed my
Fresh, because he's back.
my bad. I accidentally like
Fresh.
my mouse has a back button on it, and I accidentally.
Yep.
So yes, it is. Even on your guys' map, it is, like like most of the sea creatures that are like drawn on the map are like around this island, and it has like a volcano of like fire and stuff on it. Other islands are like trees and like deer and stuff, and this one has like little beings with like horns on it and stuff. So it's, so like even your map that has nothing to do with that island depicts it as a place
There be dragons.
there be dragons.
What do you guys think? Worth it? Not worth it?
Infinite knowledge, always worth it.
Yeah,
Did we have we like mentioned or asked about the letter in the map yet?
We showed him the other map, and he like pulled out some what appeared to be crazy artifact that he wouldn't let anybody see, and was like, "Nope, I have no idea what that map means." He like referenced a few things on his crazy artifact, and then was like, "Nope, I cannot help you with that map. I don't know what it means."
But he would be very interested to know what comes of that end of the red dotted line that ends in an X on your map.
Right, but the map doesn't need translation. It shows us clearly like an island to go to.
Correct.
Okay. Has it ever mentioned the letter to him?
Nope.
I feel like we're not making any progress in that letter. It's getting stale. We might as well. I'm just trying to figure out what are our options. Like, there's the
Right.
Island of Infinite Knowledge. There's the thing that we have a treasure map to, and mention the letter to him to see if he can help us out with translating or whatever.
Yep.
So you're gonna give him the letter?
Oh, we'll hand him the letter. Yeah.
Okay.
Your
So
turn.
he sees the letter. He's like, "This is an ancient, script of only pirate captains know and are able to, decipher and translate." So he like says like some pirate captain command word, and it translates for him, and he reads it and stuff, and he pretty much gives you a TLDR that it is a love letter. And pause 1 second. Okay, so it is supposedly a love letter from a great pirate captain talking about how he has been doing his duty. The DPR doesn't read it word for word, so he doesn't name any names yet. So he's like, this captain is telling his greatest loved one that he is, been doing his duty that she has asked him to do, for that one day, hopefully that, he can, that he can be with her and that, she will love him and he, continues on to confess his love for Calypso.
Calypso. Why is it all secreted away? Would his love even have been able to read it? Was she a pirate captain?
So he's like, Calypso is the goddess of the sea.
Oh.
She most definitely would have been able to read it.
So who was in love with Calypso? Do I know that off my religion knowledge?
Probably wouldn't be religion. This would probably be knowledge,
History.
history.
Do I know that off my history knowledge?
What is your
Passive.
What is your passive? Do you know? Okay, good. I don't have the Google Doc open.
18.
18. You probably would know that. Yeah. There was once a great pirate captain who went by the name of Davy Jones, who his job was to ferry people who died at sea to the afterlife, and he was in love with the goddess of the sea, Calypso, and she ended up like betraying him, and he has just been like crazy mad ever since, and is heartbroken, has just been terrorizing the seas.
Good to know. And this is his love letter to her.
Correct.
Okay. Good to know. Interesting. We should keep that in our back pocket. Never know when that might be useful.
Exactly. We'll hang on to that for sure.
Yeah. Seems like that can be used in a couple different situations. Calypso comes up on us. We're like, hey, letter, this might make you feel better, or we're supposed to deliver it. Or Davy Jones comes up on us and we're like, hey, you remember how you used to love somebody? We could help you out with that. Like,
Hey, JJ, just out of curiosity, this is the first time that my character has actually come in contact with this letter because Joe and I think it was Corey. So I don't remember that they were hiding. They were hiding the letter.
Eula.
Since I took that invocation, it allows me to be able to read any script. Like, would I have been able to read that?
No, it's like a magic item that has a command word.
Okay.
That just kind of even though it has like words on it, it's like it's just like completely meaningless. It's not really a script.
Okay.
You have a command word and they arrange themselves.
Okay.
Like if you had like a really good like use magic device or something, is that even a thing? I don't remember.
Nope.
Nope.
Not entirely. It might be like a thief ability for certain kinds of thieves. I'm not sure.
Like I thought it was for rogue. Like I thought there was like a rogue thing, like use magic.
Use magic device is a rogue thing. Page 97.
Yeah, so I remember reading something, but anyways, it's neither here nor there. Okay. So.
Yeah, it's only one type of rogue. It's only the thief archetype that gets it.
Yeah.
It
And
would
only at
potentially
level
work this
13.
there, though, because it allows you to ignore requirements for spells. So if the requirement is you have to be a pirate captain, the rogue would be like, fuck, no, I don't.
All right.
But anyway. So presumably this ship is already stocked with foodstuffs, and we do or don't need a crew for it, / do we have a crew?
So there is there is a crew for it. All right. All right, so hold on. Martin sent me something that he found that is definitely that would definitely show you what the island looked like, or what the island is depicted as upon your map. It is going to be in the virtual gaming group, so if you are interested. Where did that go? Downloaded it. Hold on. Downloaded it. Where are you? Show folder. Downloads. Or okay. Alright, so this is how like the island is depicted if you guys are interested.
Nice. That's terrifying.
Wait, what are we seeing?
Oh, in the virtual gaming group, G-Chat.
Oh,
I sent a picture.
So basically, it's a land of all monsters. I see pretty much all monsters.
wow.
Okay, so you guys have a map that you guys can easily see where that place is. So the ship has crew. It doesn't have like, you know, excessive crew. The ship's not like some big crazy, you know, awesome, you know, like 40, 50 gun ship. You know, it has what it needs. It has a couple cannons, you know, and it has a crew. So enough for you guys to go adventuring, but you guys would definitely be the, like, you know, the shore party. You know, it's not. You guys wouldn't have to like do any of the ship work or whatever, but you couldn't like just roll up on a beach and be like, "Go fetch us the knowledge," you know, to the pirate crew.
How very convenient.
Well, I mean, you could do that, but then they would probably get killed, and then you guys would have to like
Figure out how to run a ship.
swap the deck and man the sails to try to get home.
Sounds like a plan. Before we leave, I want to ask DPR if I can have access to /purchase /something spells from his mage again before we leave. Specifically, some things that would be useful on seafaring, like water breathing, perhaps, and stuff like that.
Yep, you can do that. So he would give that opportunity to you and to Lorcan if you need, you know, have the opportunity to get spells.
Lorcan, you can write rituals into your ritual book, right?
Yeah.
Water breathing is a ritual.
Sweet. Doing it.
Yep, so he would probably front the cost for that as well.
Nice.
So you guys would just have the time.
So water breathing. Is it like, I mean, like what kind of stuff do we have access to, or are we just looking for specific ones?
So you guys would his DPR's personal wizard has, you know, all the way up to like 9th level spells. So I think you guys, pretty much he's going to allow you to copy anything that you would be able to have the ability to cast. So pretty much anything that's in the player's handbook.
And he's paying for the cost?
And he's paying for the cost. So anything that you can cast that's in the player's handbook, he would let you guys have.
And anything that we are capable of casting currently.
Correct. And this is like, you guys can pick like, let's see, what level are you guys?
We can cast 4th level spells right now.
You guys can cast 4th level spells. So you guys can learn, since I'm just giving this away, you guys can learn 4 spell slots, like 4 spell levels worth of spells. So you can learn 1 4th level spell, or 1 3rd and 1 1st, or 2 2nd level spells, or 4 1st level spells.
Is that what we get for free, or could we pay for more?
That's what you can get for free. He feels generous, so that's what he's going to give you. He says in the future that if you guys do a good job, he will give you more spells.
Okay, so he's not letting us pay for anymore, basically.
Correct.
Well then, Martin, I would suggest that you learn water breathing, and I will copy it from you later, as time allows, as we're on the sea, and I will get control water.
Water breathing is a ritual?
I think so. Did I misread that?
If it is, it's not on the list that I have because I made a list of everything that I flipped through the book
Yeah,
that was
it's a
ritual.
Third
Huh.
level transmutation ritual.
Yeah, I don't have it listed in my. I have water walk, but not water breathing.
And really, I wouldn't even need to copy it from you because it's 24-hour duration, third level ritual. So it doesn't take a spell slot. You cast it, and boom, we all have. It's 10 people have water breathing for 24 hours.
Nice.
And you are still able to have one more first level spell.
Right.
Okay. Let's see. Water breathing and shit. I guess I'll go with let's see, either Tinser's floating disc or unseen servant.
Actually, I might skip on control water, and I might do third and first as well. I still don't have fly as a third level spell. That would be just as useful on the sea.
Is that a ritual?
No.
No.
It's a concentration spell.
Yeah.
As a arcane trickster, can you copy spells?
Nope.
Nope.
Got a spell list that I have access to. I guess I can choose to learn, but I've got a limited number of spells known.
Okay.
So there's no like adding to my available list or whatever.
Okay.
Okay. I'll probably take unseen servant.
All right. So I guess while you guys are figuring that out, you guys seem to have what you need to figure that out.
Yep.
Anybody else do anything for you guys to sell on your first adventure? Eula and Nash.
Excuse me.
Nash is just ready to kick it on the ocean.
Yep. I've been committed since day one of this ocean adventure.
Are Tanglefoot bags a thing in 5e? Someone have a PHP around, or maybe it's.
That's the monster. Not PHP's already.
I got the DMG.
I guess we've got the cash to get like a spyglass or something cool like that.
I would definitely do.
See, also,
Yeah.
yeah. Ooh.
Alright.
Yeah. Do you think it's possible to buy a spyglass?
Sure. How much is
Okay.
it? You know.
It's like 1,000 GP.
All right. Yeah, you can buy one.
Cool. Huge investment. Gonna keep it on me at all times.
All right. What's that do? Doesn't it give you like?
Huge investment.
What's it do?
I don't
like,
know.
Mechanically.
It says
Probably.
objects viewed through a spyglass are magnified to twice their size. So it probably gives me like advantage on rolls to perceive things at long range.
Makes sense. You what?
Yeah.
You buying a
That's how I would do it.
bag?
I can't seem to find anything about them. I don't know if they exist in 5e.
Okay.
Do you have a Dungeon Master guide, Joe?
Yeah, I looked up
do. I
Tanglefoot
looked
Bag and I didn't find it.
I looked as well. Let's to
Wow.
the Google machine.
Yeah, I tried to Google a little bit. I couldn't really find anything.
Okay, so probably not in.
So I guess not.
All right. Unfortunate. All right. To see with you then. All right. So, I guess you guys are ready for the sea then?
I feel it might be only appropriate to take Tasha's hideous laughter.
Oh God! Don't let Billy have it.
Yeah.
I will totally cast that one. It'd be fun. It's really good for like nautical maneuvering, right?
That's what I heard. I heard this legend
Yeah.
about how awesome it is for nautical maneuvering.
Oh man, that was literally the start of a 50% gang, wasn't it?
Yep.
That was good. That was classic.
That guy is still kicking it somewhere.
All right, so is everybody ready to go on their first seafaring adventure?
Woohoo! Aquatic adventure!
Yeah.
Good to do. Sorry.
All right, so seafaring. Everyone can make a Constitution check.
Not to get sick.
Not to get sick and hate life.
Is it a save? Constitution save?
Con save, yeah.
What?
Whoops. At least
It's a bit of
Greenie's.
barfing for everybody.
Yeah, at least Greenie's with me. I won't feel quite so bad.
Okay. So, Durka, you're totally fine. You're like, what are these fucking yahoos? Why are they all sick?
The best part is that Dirk is reading too, which is probably like the worst.
Eula and Nash, you guys are sick for like the first like couple weeks. Like
Oh,
you are
rough.
it's just the worst. Like you guys like lose several pounds. Like you're like you have like the condition like exhausted and fatigued. You know, you're just nauseated the whole time. You can't eat. You know, life just straight sucks. You know, Dorcon.
I feel like a goblin.
The first day you're kind of woozy, but you quickly get over it and get used to it. But you know, Nash and Eula, you guys just you'd never see the end of it hardly. But you know, after a couple weeks, like there's literally nothing left for you guys to barf up, or to shit out the other end, and so you guys eventually, you know, are able to like come around. It's going to be about a three or 4 week trip to get where you guys are going.
Do we have enough supplies? Or do we have to make stops?
No, you will definitely have enough supplies. This ship would have, you know, at least 3 months supplies. So you should be able to easily get there, spend several weeks on your adventure, and then be able to spend the several weeks back without any issue.
I will cast water breathing every 10 hours.
Nice. Okay. So during the trip, one of your nights, everyone is pretty much eventually awoken to like crazy like chaos on like up on top of the deck. Like it's in the middle of the night. Like and everybody's just like, you know, shouting and like, you know, like it's even heavy sleepers would have been woken up from this.
Kraken!
We presume we sleep below deck.
Yeah.
Is that- okay.
Well, I'll go check it out.
Does it sound like fighting, or does it sound like a storm? What is it? I mean,
So
what?
the ship's not rocking any more than normal, so you don't believe it to be a storm. and you don't hear like clanking of metal, so you don't believe it to be a fight. So like something weird and crazy is going on.
Did
do
one
our
of you?
quarters below have windows?
You could look out like a cannon hole. I don't know what the correct term for that is.
I tell Bestie to go check things out and tell me what's going on.
Okay.
Or actually, I just look through her eyes as she flies up there.
Okay. So pretty much everybody that goes up would able to see like there's like a dress that doesn't seem to have like a ghost in it. It doesn't seem to have a body in it. But there's like a dress like flying around the top of the ship, and all of the sailors are just like every single one of them is like doing like Hail Marys and rubbing their lucky rabbit's foot and trying to expel like the curse and talking about how this is like a horrible omen and just stuff like that.
Is the dress as nice as mine?
The dress is pretty nice, yes.
I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna shoot it.
Everyone can make. Well, so no, you can make a perception check, Martin. Lorcan.
Perception. At least the dice roller's going faster tonight.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, that's my dress.
So whenever you say that, all the sailors like look at you, like everybody stops like doing their rituals and like looks at you, and they're like, "You have brought this curse to us."
Okay, so I am actually going to do I'm gonna go for some kind of mixture of like a performance intimidation kind of thing, but I'm gonna like basically like use prestidigitation to like do like snowflakes and ice around me and be like, "You're damn right I have. You better follow every order I give, or I will bring doom and ice and terror down upon this ship. Do you understand me?"
Okay, so make a intimidation check at advantage. All right. So everyone seems to like fall in line. They're like, "Yeah, okay. Sorry, we didn't know this was part of your magic. We're sorry. We're sorry. We'll fall in line." And the guy like cracks a whip and he's like, back to work, everyone, back to work."
Okay, so then when they start doing that, then I'm gonna actually try to like follow along with the dress and see if I can't figure out like a place that it goes that I might be able to like grab a hold of it, or and I'm going to try to detect magic as well.
Okay, so it's like flying around, and whenever it gets close to you, it like whenever you try to grab it, it like goes onto you, and like make a Constitution check.
Constitution.
All right, so you fail. The dress like comes up to you and just starts tickling the shit out of you, and you are laying on the deck, just like laughing and giggling.
Would you maybe call this hideous laughter?
No, it's not hideous laughter. But you are just like that dress is just found your funny bone.
Okay, so I will like laugh and giggle and just convulse. And I mean, I don't know what else to do.
Bestie is just sitting there watching.
Yeah, I'm just gonna laugh along with it, and then and like whenever I can like catch my breath from it or whatever, I'll be like, "It's okay, guys. Just so my magic backfired a little bit."
Okay, all right. So everybody's back to work and like not even like a lot of them are like even afraid to like look at you. Okay. So you guys, a couple days passes, very uneventful. So I guess you guys literally have. So I guess Lorcan, you have 3 weeks to pretty much do whatever you want, and Durka, you have 3 weeks to do whatever you want, and Eula and Nash have a week. So, like, if you have anything that consumes time, like construct something, practice a skill.
JJ, what was the? I asked the price about something from the ritual. It was the price for finding out how to attune to the dark forces and get the same sort of info that Rakshasa had.
Oh, right.
JJ didn't remember.
I totally not. Give me 2 minutes, and I will think of something right now.
Sure.
Martin, did you say you learned Unseen Servant?
Yes, that was my magic that was backfiring.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Are you at all? Are you willing to let me learn that from you?
Sure.
Ooh, man. I have some good ones, but if I don't word them right, they'll be too easy.
You know what I wish this character sheet had? I wish it had something that showed you a list of all the things you have prepared, not just the things that you could prepare or, have to scroll through and count them all manually.
Yeah. I haven't experienced that because I don't prepare, so I didn't really know that was an issue.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. They have a drop-down box where you can select that as a prepared spell, but
Right, but they don't have anywhere that says these are the ones you actually currently have selected.
right.
So I have to scroll through every level and keep a count on my hand to make sure I have the right number.
Well,
Well, but it's more freeform this way, I guess.
I'm just saying it would be nice if they could show me just a count, even how many
That's
do you
true.
currently have prepared, because that's the only thing I care about.
Okay. All right. So that has been dealt with. Does anyone have stuff that they would like to do for the couple of weeks that takes time?
mine's gonna be pretty simple. I'm gonna be doing all the wand stuff.
Okay. I will figure that out this week, Martin.
Okay.
And does anybody else? Does this be an opportunity, if you guys wanted to try to learn a new spell, like a custom spell or something like that?
Dirka's definitely going to be researching a spell that I'll talk to you about later.
Okay. Cool.
I'll write up something for you.
Cool. All right.
Y'all,
All right. So yeah, you guys, we can do some stuff retroactively as long as it's not I want to kill somebody in their sleep kind of thing.
Oh, does
No, sorry, I think
is Rama sick or not? Just out of curiosity.
We can do whatever as long as it's not something kill somebody in their sleep or whatever. Okay. So you guys it's the end of the 3 weeks. You guys are kind of expecting to be towards the island. and you guys start. You know, you hear someone yell from the crow's nest, "Land ho! Land ho!"
Yay! Woohoo!
So you guys have made it to the island.
Yeah. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna get on the island and stop barfing.
So you stopped barfing about a week ago.
Well, I sort of did electively after that point. No.
Okay.
He's a goblin. He just keeps doing it for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of our digestive process. I just eat it again. Yeah.
Okay.
Gross.
Gross. Hey man, goblin stuff. You don't understand.
No, I do. It's goblin stuff.
Right.
That's all I need to know.
All right.
Trying to
So
cram your hobbit stuff down on my goblin.
so you guys like moor your ship upon the beach, fairly easy. You know, and the pirate people, the crew are like, we are situated and we are, ready for your all's departure. Everything on the ship is good to go.
All right, let's start headed. Follow this map to the library.
Okay.
I can't believe we got all the way to the island without being attacked by the friggin' monster.
I was expecting at least a random encounter along the way.
Ocean is a
Look,
big
guys, like sinking to the bottom of the ocean is no way to go. I mean, I can turn into a dolphin, but I don't know about you guys.
Okay.
I'm good.
So as you guys, step off the island onto the sand, as soon as your foot touches the sand, make a will save, everybody.
Woohoo!
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Nash. You.
Yeah!
All right. So.
Son of a butt.
So you just kind of you step on the sand and you're like, you know what, this island, it's really safe.
Yeah.
Where we want to go is, it's this way. It's exactly this way, and
Yeah.
and look, here's a path. There's nothing wrong whatsoever, and I really want to go this way.
Nash has
Guys!
intellectual to this island.
My druidic senses have told me in this moment of communing with the island that it is very, very safe here and we're quite welcome. All the flora and fauna are going to be great and wonderful. We should go
Excellent.
this way. Come.
Why don't you lead the way?
Oh. That'd be great.
What am I doing? I was looking at the.
Those of us that
'Cause I got
succeeded,
better
do we
for
know anything?
I was completely leading the wrong way, or showing you guys the wrong thing.
Joe, you have a +1 to your will save, you jerk.
Yep, but I can natural telepathy.
I've got a +7. This blows.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So imagine this is like a bar graph with like a little squiggle on it. So the beach is a lot longer and the woods are a little bit longer.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys make it, like a good ways across the beach. Like the beaches are very flat and long. So the ship is now probably like, 200, feet behind you. Like there's like a break in the sand, there. So there's just a whole lot more sand. So you guys start coming upon the woods, and you guys start hearing some beautiful singing. And Nash, you're just like, singing? This is awesome. Let's go find out where the singing is.
It's completely
Party
normal.
on.
And everybody else can make another will save. Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone except Eula.
I have a if it's a kind of like compulsion, frighten, charm kind of thing. I have bonuses against that.
Yes.
I have advantage.
Okay, so you have advantage against compulsion effects, so that is definitely compulsion. So yeah, it would be you and everyone except you and Eula. So Durka, Ramus, and Nash are like, yay! We need to go towards the sound of the singing. Someone is welcoming us.
Oh man, Lorcan's gonna ruin this for me. Yeah, Nash, why don't you lead the way?
All right. I was hoping they'd ask me to lead the way. Secretly, I was hoping. Oh man, this is great. I'm in charge now. Welcome to the island. This place is amazing. There's just like random singing. How awesome is that? I'm going to be spouting off like random island facts that aren't real. Like, did you know that bird over there is a green spotted speckled bird? Oh man, they're the best.
Right. Okay,
Durka
so
basically is so calm and confident that she pulls out her like books and starts reading through some of her notes on things. Like she's barely watching where she's going.
okay, so you get a little bit through the sand and into the beach, and you're like in the rough a little bit. You come across like this kind of like little cove, and where the singing is kind of like coming from, and you see three beautiful women. All people see like three beautiful women. They don't look aggressive. They don't look scary. That's just who they are. They're like bathing and singing. Everyone. So Eula and Lorcan both notice that you do see them singing, but it's almost like the singing is like it's like they're right next to your head. Like it's not overpowering, but there's no Doppler effect when they turn their head. It's like always like around you. So it's like
It's getting beamed directly into my head instead of like
both of you like it's consciously like noticeable that it is like not like coming from their mouths.
Oh hell yeah! You guys want some company? I'm just gonna run straight over there, and dive in.
And they're just like they're just singing, and they're just like
Yeah, those hand gestures.
I will
Just pulling
definitely.
me in.
I will call out the
Vibes.
Nash as he's running there. Like Nash, come back!
Woo! Oh, this is
Okay.
gonna suck so bad.
all right.
So is the effect that we feel drawn to them, or that we just feel like the island is safe and we can keep going?
So you feel the island is like a very safe, and and their voice is like drawing you towards them a little bit.
Okay. Well, so I will follow Nash since he's the leader, but I'm still just like reading my notes and stuff like that.
Okay,
I'm gonna be like, Durka, no!
do what?
The three girls are in like a pond or something, like in a cove.
Yes. So at this point, we're just going to say you guys you three are right here, and we can say you guys are over here, and we'll say that this is actual like the 5 foot where the squares are now is like the 5 foot is like the correct measurement, even though the map doesn't perfectly portray what.
They're like 30 feet away from us or whatever.
Yeah.
40 feet.
Yep. Okay. And as you three kind of like step into the pool of Ramus, Durka, and Nash, you guys, what you would expect to happen.
You're gonna turn into a horny toad.
You turn into
She takes off her backpack and sets it by the side before she gets in.
you turn
I'm
all
already
you all turn
Sorry.
into horny toads now.
excellent. Can I be a horny toad with like a gorilla arm? That sort of thing.
Shape changers automatically succeed on saves against polymorph.
Yeah.
You
Well,
left at the time that we are UNOFT.
Okay, so
I could turn into a horny toad. You wouldn't even notice.
so you guys are kind of in the small pool of water, but you guys everyone at the same time becomes aware like that the three ladies like change shapes and become like these like creatures. Like one is like clearly like just like almost like a huge like boa not a huge in the sense, but like abnormally large snake. You know, that takes up a 5-foot square worth of snake. One's like a naga that's like a like a sea person, and the other is like a large like beautiful lady with like snakes on like her head and stuff.
Oh, that should be Ramos' best friend.
Man,
Yes,
that is hot. That is hot. These guys could shapeshift too. These are my people.
okay. So you guys are no longer like enamored by them.
I'm still trying to hit on them awkwardly.
All right, so go ahead and everyone roll initiative.
Control of my character. Oh yes, I do. Never mind.
Tank gun. Oh, wait.
That's a natural one, Joe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does initiative get that? I don't know if it does or not.
I think so. I think we had this issue before. Initiative is considered an ability check, I believe.
If it's a dex ability check, then I would get reroll.
I think it's considered an ability check. 'Cause I'm almost positive we looked this up once before.
Dang.
Yeah, initiative is a dexterity check.
Alrighty, then not much better.
Still better than me. But not, and way better than Derka.
Hey, they all rolled really great initiatives. Wow, these guys are awesome.
And we all sucked it.
That's
Awesome.
okay. Luckily, they're our friends.
Wow.
Your friend Nash.
I did not expect that to happen. Figured you guys would at least be able to do some stuff. Okay. Okay, so the Medusa is going to attack Nash. With
Nice.
Don't get turned into stone, Nash.
So first, it is going to attack you like its snake hair. Oh shoot! Hold on. Disregard that. I clicked
If
it
you're
wrong.
if you're gonna turn Nash into stone, you have to turn him into a peacock first.
All right. So
No, come on.
All right. So does a 21 hit you?
Actually, that's looped all the way back around the other side and does not hit me anymore now.
Don't worry, she doesn't do a whole lot of damage. All right. So 3 damage, and then she is
Okay.
going to pull out a sword and attack you. So then she is going to attack you with the sword twice. Does a 12 hit you?
Thanks. My AC's coming up here,
Yeah,
and
so-
it's 11. Yeah, she hits me.
Okay. So
Bam,
she
bam,
rolled
bam, bam.
1d6 plus 2. So 8 damage for the first attack, and
Okay.
then 4 damage for the second attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Ow, 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 ow. Guys, I don't know that these guys are our friends.
All right.
No. Friends hurt each other.
That's right. Listen to Lorcan. It's your friend.
Wow, guys.
All right.
Derka, Tiny, you might want to get away. Let the goblin enjoy his new friends.
All right.
Hey,
So.
how did I piss you up? Oh, yeah, the Hobbit.
So this snake is going to come over here, and the snake is going to attempt to bite Dirka.
I'm sure he will succeed.
He's a boa constrictor. He's not supposed to bite you. He's supposed
Just
to
wait.
constrict you.
Does a 13 hit you, Dirka?
Yes.
Now it constricts.
Okay, 10 damage, and it is going to grapple you for. It's an opposed athletics or dex.
So you better at athletics or acrobatics, Corey?
Oh, so beat an 8.
Yeah.
It's all right. So you're able to not be grappled. Okay, and then the Naga is going to cast. So it's going to actually is going to cast something. Ramos gets a save of. Hold on. What is? Alright, so Ramos gets a will save. I have his sheet jaw. Gets a wisdom save. Alright, so he fails. So the snake casts some stuff, and then Ramos like kind of like goes like rigid. And he like can't really move. Alright, Nash, your go.
Well,
Alright, so
I guess the best.
on the beginning of your turn, make a Constitution save.
Yay, con! My favorite save. All right, Constitution. Rolling low.
Alright, you
That's not
are
bad.
you're good.
Nice. Do I feel like I wanted to hurl or something?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna flip out and turn into a giant scorpion and start biting people.
Okay.
With a gorilla arm.
No, I'm thinking I might have purple fur.
Okay.
Nice and plush. Or maybe some fins on my legs, because we're in some shallow water, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's a little bit of water there.
Yeah, I'm going to be an aquatic scorpion,
Okay.
if that's cool. Okay, and then I'm just going to make scorpion attacks on folks. He has a claw attack, and when he hits with that, it's the person he hits is grappled, and they can make an escape of a DC 12.
Okay.
I get two of those, and each of which can grapple only one target. So, if I hit somebody else, I got to pick.
Right.
I guess I gotta hit those guys. Sorry. This is against the Medusa.
That'll hit.
That's 19 to hit. Okay. And okay, that's 8.
Okay.
She's grappled and has to make a DC 12 escape check.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try do the same thing against the snake. A 9 to hit the
A
snake.
9. So, yeah, that will not hit.
Okay. And then I'm going to try to use my stinger to hit the Medusa.
Okay.
And that'll also be a 9.
That will not hit, unfortunately.
Way to go, Bill. Roll higher than a 10 someday, maybe.
All right, Eula.
All right. So I'm going to rogue dash to move to there. Am I correct in assuming that Ramos does not resist being grappled while it's rigid?
That is correct.
Okay. Then I now at half speed. Let's see. So I guess I can only make it that far, really. I'm going to drag Ramos.
Okay. Let's Snake will get an attack of opportunity against Ramus as he leaves.
You don't get attacks of opportunity when someone forces you to move.
That's correct.
Oh, very well.
Actually, I guess if I go diagonal, this bring into
Oh,
another
so
snake. I'll just go
Ramus,
back.
Ramus, where do you put Ramus? Right
Yeah.
there?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Lorcan.
All right, who is anybody grappled right now?
Medusa is grappled by a scorpion Nash.
Okay, but nobody is the grappler.
You're right. You saw the snake trying to get around Durka, but Durka like do matrix stuff to like get out of it.
Okay, so I will move to there, and then I am going to Eldritch Blast both the snake and the Naga.
Okay.
So the first attack will be against the snake, and the second will be against the Naga.
Okay. First attack against the snake, a 12 will not hit. The 25 will hit the Naga for 14 damage. Okay.
And then it'll not. More importantly, what I was going for was the knockback. So I'm knocking him back 10 feet.
Okay. And hold on. Can someone with a PHB look at hold person? Is it concentration?
I'm guessing so, but I can double check. I've got those
I'm-
spells open.
PHB.
I'm pretty.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
It is concentration.
Okay.
Did Ramus get to make an additional save at the end of his turn?
Ramus has not had a turn yet.
Oh, because he's
Okay.
not in the initiative order.
True.
Oh, he's gonna go at the end of you guys. We'll just say, but okay. So, Eula, you notice that when Lorcan blasts the Naga back, that like the Naga goes like fly back a little bit, and Ramus like he goes from like rigid to kind of like a little bit. So,
Okay, cool.
all right, and Durka.
So Durka casts. The first thing she does is she casts Misty Step back to right over there where her backpack is sitting.
Okay.
She picks up her backpack as her item interaction. And then she casts.
Fly and runs away.
Where to? The ship, I guess. The Naga, the Medusa, and the Cobra. I guess she casts Hypnotic Pattern
Okay.
in a cube that contains just the Medusa and the Naga.
Okay.
Sure, we'll go with that. Cast spell.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. I forgot to do this. Eula, make a con save. Lorcan, you are good. And Durka, make a con save. Alright, Eula, you are good. Durka.
Good old Durka. Ready for any effect.
Alright. So you. Alright.
Oh, Corey, don't forget that whenever you get attacked, they have to avoid your eyes.
Oh,
making
yeah, I
you
meant to do that.
not
Thank-
attack you.
JJ, you should have rolled that save, see if he even attacked me.
This was not an attack.
No, earlier when the
bonus
Oh,
attack
right,
hit me.
right. Okay, yeah, we'll redo that. Can someone shoot? I don't have my player's handbook with me.
What do you need?
Look up the petrified condition.
Petrified.
Rough.
So no,
Let's just look at-
not petrified. Sorry, restrained.
Okay.
That's a big difference.
The creature's speed becomes 0. It can't benefit for any bonuses to its speed. Attack rolls against it have advantage, and its attack rolls have disadvantage. and the creature has disadvantage on Dex saving throws.
Okay, so you, Durka, are restrained, but you could have cast Misty Step to get where you're still going, and it can still do what you want to do. Or
Okay.
you can choose to do something different knowing this, I will say.
No, it doesn't. I would still do the same thing. But if you want to retro whether he hit me, whether he was able to attack me or not,
Yes, I will redo that. What do I need to...
it's a Wisdom saving throw DC 16.
So you would not have been able to hit you. That's pretty tough.
So that, but it just means it redirects to someone else.
It would have had to
So
attack.
Nash.
Nash. Yep.
Yeah. Oh no! It attacks the creature that is closest to it.
So Nash.
Yeah, that would be Nash.
Oh, Nash.
So it's like a mini confusion.
Hitting it.
Like it could even hit an ally.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right,
that
so
is nice.
Nash, you take the 10 damage instead.
Okay. Do they have to hit my AC or anything?
It hit my AC, so it hit yours too.
Oh, okay. Well, my AC is a lot higher now because I'm a scorpion.
So
This was before you were a scorpion.
Oh, well, never mind. How much damage?
10.
10.
Okay. And that
Sorry.
that is where we are going to stop.
Save the squishy wizard.
Yeah,
Oh, you're not
she
going to
was-
resolve the hypnotic pattern?
Oh, sorry. Yes, let's resolve that. Will saves of what?
Wisdom save DC 16.
Wisdom saves, and it is
Medusa and Naga.
Wisdom. So Naga. Of how much?
16.
Nice. And Naga is actually
Wait, not the snake. Oh wait, that was its previous throw. Sorry. Yeah.
yes.
The Naga and the Medusa.
The Medusa is less.
Oh, no effect.
Damn. Rolled an 18 and a 15. They only
Yep.
had a +3 and a +2.
Yep. That's what happens. Also, I need a zombie.
Okay.
Mm.
I guess the zombie could have been the target of that snake's attack too. I didn't think about that. But the attacker gets to choose, so. Zombie, bo-bombi, banana, bo-bombi.
Alright, so you should have control of the zombie.
Excellent. Oh wait, that's where I was. So the zombie attack steps over to here and attacks the snake.
Okay.
17,
17 will hit the snake.
5 damage.
Okay.
There we go. That's my turn.
Alrighty. And that is where we will stop.